Hola, Señora Brown here. Today we're going to learn how to use cognates to improve your Spanish vocabulary. You might be wondering, what are cognates? Look at the examples below and think about them. Hopefully you noticed that those words looked a lot alike. Cognates are words that look alike because they come from the same parent language. So just like siblings and cousins in a family look like each other, cognates are words that look like each other because they come from the same language family. So who or what are the parents of many languages around the world? To know this, we have to dive into some history. Once upon a time, there was a group of people called the Romans. They first came to power almost 3,000 years ago. Despite these cool fashions, they really were not very nice people. They wanted to conquer the entire world. Those they conquered were turned into slaves, and some were forced to fight to the death as entertainment for the Romans. Who needs TV? Let's watch people get killed. Remember, they wanted to conquer the entire world. Fortunately, they did not know about the Americas and many other parts of the world. This was their world. All of the areas that are in red on this map were conquered by the Romans, and they ruled for over 1,000 years. So you're probably thinking, so what? Who cares? Well, I'm going to explain to you why you should care and why this will help you learn Spanish. The Romans spoke Latin, and everyone they conquered had to speak Latin. So looking at that map, all of the people in those areas that are red all spoke the same language for over 1,000 years. Eventually, the Roman Empire fell apart. When they lost power, the Latin in the different areas changed. Latin evolved into Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian. These languages are called the Romance languages, not because they're more romantic, which is what I thought when I was a teenager, but because they evolved from the Romans. Many other languages were also influenced by Latin, including English. Notice on the map that part of England was also conquered by Rome. Do you remember the definition of cognates? Cognates are words that come from the same parent language, in this case, Latin. And just like siblings and cousins in a family, these words that came from Latin also look alike. Here are some word cousins. Pause the video so you can fully analyze these words from 5 different languages that are all very similar. There are over 1,000 words in Spanish and English that are cognates. That is 1,000 words that you already know without even studying. Be careful though. There are some words that might look like something in English, but do not mean that. For example, bizarro does not mean bizarre. It means brave, gallant, and generous. Embarazada does not mean embarrassed. It means pregnant. Imagine how embarrassed you would be if you accidentally said you were pregnant. There is a story that has been passed around by missionaries of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints serving in South America. The story goes that there was a sister missionary who was asked to speak at the last minute in church by the bishop. The sister did not know much Spanish and felt embarrassed to talk. She began by saying how embarrassed she was, but she used the word embarazada. She then said it was the bishop's fault. I'm sure you can imagine the shock on everyone's faces. That's it for today. Hasta luego.